I just started the CPU computation. I don't know what happened. Everything. Hello, hello. Okay, that's recording. Okay, guys. So let's start our class for today, right? The first thing we're gonna solve is maximum.js. What the question is saying: write a function maximum that accepts an array of number as an argument. Okay, I know what is argument. When you pass any data, that is called argument, right? There might be many arguments here. In our case, we have one array. That's it. And array can have many data inside. That is fine. But it's one array, one argument. Okay. So go back here and maximum JS. It says return the largest number of array, right? Return the largest number of the array. So inside this array, just return it largest number. Okay. So in this one, right, we have to if the length is n, if the length is n, for example, right, you have to start from 0 index and all the way, right? Your loop will run all the way to the n. Okay. And length, when the index become length equal to length, then it is stopped, right? So that's what means the length. Run the loop until length. So let maximum equal to function, and we can call it array as a parameter. This parameter is a variable, right? And it's gonna hold our data, this array. So arr equal to this data, and that's why we have access to this arr inside our function. Okay, and then we can do the rest of the thing like for loops, whatever we have to do, right? You just have access to this data. Next time it will be this data, next time will be empty array, but you have something here already, right? I need to return one value. So let num equal to, right now it's 0, okay? And you see why I make it num 0, right? And I have to access each item from the array. That is always same. The for loop for now, I is less than the length of the array, right? And I plus plus. Now you know how to get the number, right? Or the element of the array, this element. Okay, you have to get that. So let me call it let element, or maybe in, okay, let's call it element, right? Element equal to arr square bracket I. So now what's gonna happen, right? Let's say 0 index. You pass I is 0, you will get 5. Okay, for 0 you're gonna get 5. Then for 1 index you're gonna get 6. For 2 index, right, you're gonna get 3. And for 3 index, okay, you're gonna get 7. Correct? So see, for 0 index 5, 6, 7. So that number is stored in element, not all at same time. Okay, for 0, right now I'm in 0 condition, right? I'm in the 0 index, so I have 5. Now this 5, right? What I will do with that 5? Because I need to find the largest from here. So every time I get number, it's easy. I will compare that. If this element is greater than what I have in the num, what I have here, right? Is that true? If true, then please store there. Okay, so num equal to this element now. Right now num is 0, and I compare 5 with 0. True. That's why I put that 5 in this num. That's it. So now my process is done, right? In the for loop, look at here, up to if. This time only I plus plus happen. Okay, what I said always in for loop, the increase or decrease of your environment or your variable, right, happens at the end of the line. Okay, and again it will compare here, right? Now 1 is less than the 4, yes, the length is 4, 1 2 3 4 right here. This one have a length of 5 and this one is length of 0. So that is true. Again, same process happened, right? If you get 6, so element will be 6 greater than 5. Yes, it will store 6 back here now. So when the for loop end, you know, I'm gonna have what? The largest number from the array. See? So that is all you have to do and it will work. So I need to return null, right? Null when there is no number, right? So when the length is 0, you're gonna return null. Okay, I return 0, right? Because I have number as 0. Okay. So can we just put null here and see what happens and run this? So that work also, right? Because if you don't have any element, right, this for loop will not run, and then just returning the null, straight null, you know. That is simple solution. Or you can add here condition. I saw you, I think, yesterday class. If this array dot length is, you know, less than, length is equal to 0, right? Or you can call it less than, you know, less than 1, you know, then return null. So, you know, any way you can write, right? Does not matter. Then you don't have to do this. You can just continue with the 0 here, right? So let's check now. See, so it will check here. Array length is less than 1. You know, this is 0. So yes, true, and it will just return and no more going up to here, right? It will just return from here itself, and the function will stop. Okay, so that's done. Let's look at the next one. Word count, right? So word count here. Write a function word count. You have sentence and target word, right? So the function accept a sentence string and an array of target word array. The function should return a count of the number of word of the sentence, okay, that are in the target word, right? So this part is important, okay. This line, right, is saying the number of word of the sentence, the number of the word, right, of the sentence. So let's say open. I need to get this open first, and then I will check if it's inside here. Yes, so that means I found one of the word from the sentence, okay. Then I will check D, right, and check inside no, window no, please, I found it here. So I'm going to increase my count to 2, right? So that means I have 2 words inside this sentence which are also in the array here, right? So you just have to return the count. That's it. How many words of this sentence are present inside this array? Clear? That is all you have to do. So let word count equal to function, and I have 2 parameter now, right? One is sentence and the target word. This is just a variable, okay. Why? Because I'm sending 2 data. The argument is 2. This sentence, comma, and this array. So I'm going to get sentence to this sentence variable, comma, and this target array, right, will be stored in this variable. So now, and my answer is like a just single number, right? Let's call it count, okay. For now it's 0. I'm going to add 1 when I find it, right? Add again 1 when I find it. So next thing, when you have sentence like this and you need to check for each word, we know the formula, right? What to do for that, okay. Let we have to convert that sentence into array. How you can do that? You call this split function. You know, you call the split function in this sentence. So sentence dot split, and you can split at space, every space, right? If I console log this array, what I will get? You're gonna get a new array now, right? Build from the sentence. See? So open the window, please. Now you have the array, and when you have array of anything, any data, right? How you gonna access each element? That is the question. Always for loop. Okay, for loop. Next, I will call it let word equal to array square bracket I. See, I'm looping. This for loop is for array. Okay, array. Where is my array? Here, this one. Don't go to target word or sentence. You loop to your result here, array result. Okay, now you have word, right? So okay, I got word now. What is the next step? Next step is check this word inside this array, target word, right? How are you going to do that? If this target word, you know, includes what? This word, right? So this array includes word. It will give us true or false. We know that, we have checked many times. Okay, so inside this array, array dot includes whatever you gonna pass, right? If that is inside here, then it's gonna give you true. So every time when I get true, that means my word from the sentence is inside this target word or target set word, right? Yeah, true. That means I just have to count it every time, right? So count equal to whatever in the count plus 1 in the end of the for loop now, right? So that was the solution. In the end, you can just return the count. Okay, and let's check now if this will work. So we got 2, 1, and 3, right? So the steps, you have to understand steps. Even for loop step, right? You have to understand how the I is changing. Okay, what is this length, right? For every function call, you know, must be very clear, you know, like must be clear in your mind, right? Okay, so we done, I think, with this part. So let's try to work on the C now, right? So lengthiest word, okay, lengthiest word, right? So let's see here. Okay, lengthiest word. Write a function lengthiest word, right? Lengthiest word that accepts a sentence string as an argument. So my argument is sentence. The point now this one, okay? The function should return the longest word of the sentence, right? If there is a tie, for example, pretty and hungry, right? They are of same length, like 6. Yeah. If there is a tie, return the word that appears later. Like hungry appears after tie later. Return this word, okay? So we have to find the longest word and return it. If they have a tie, then use the letter word, right? Or return the letter word. So let lengthiest word equal to function, and I'm gonna get sentence, right, as my argument. So here now again the point is I have to get each word, right? So you have to convert sentence into array. So let I will call it array equal to sentence dot split and in space, right? Split in every space between the word here. Okay, so I got the array now. We know if I console log you will see the array, but next step is writing the for loop because I need now each word from the array. So let I equal to 0, I is less than array dot length I plus plus. Okay, and now I can get the word, I can store in this variable, right, easily. That's it. See, my answer will be one word, right? One word. Okay, let's say this is the word, but out of all this word, right, I have to choose one and store it. So better idea is always, not always, you have to do that. Okay, your answer here, and that will be string, right? Word is a string, so keep it like that, or you can call it longest word, whatever, right? Variable name, long word, you know. So I will check if this word dot length is greater, right, greater than what, answer dot length. See, this answer length, answer has one word, right now empty, the length is 0, and I get for I, right, I here, my word is right now I is greater than this answer length. Yes, it will have to store that I now. So answers equal to this word, you know, my word has right now I. Next time my word gonna get M, so again M will be, length will be greater than this, it will store that M to the answer. Next time you're gonna get pretty, right, pretty. Now the pretty is longer than M, right, because my word dot length, that pretty dot length is greater than answer length. There is am right now, am, right? So that's true, it will store. Now you get hungry, right? Now again hungry length is also 6, and answer length, that is pretty length, is also 6. So hungry length is greater than pretty length? No, right? They are equal. And what the question is asking, store or in like print the word appear later, right, or return the word appear later. Okay, so that means this is false, we must make it true. Okay, that is equal to, right? Even if they are equal, then we're gonna use our word here, that is hungry, right? Okay, so that's what you have to do, and after for loop you're gonna return the answer, right, like that. So you can see the answer here. Okay, what is the next one? Alternate cap, right? Alternate caps means you have to make the alternate word capital letter. So the first one is small, second capital, small, capital, right? So here is simple logic you have to think. Okay, alternate cap. Oh, I didn't copy. Okay, so the logic will be, right, how you gonna make this word. Now up to now you understand, right? We all know to grab each word from the sentence we have to convert this into array by splitting. So we're gonna get this word, right, take, and then you're gonna get this and this and this in the for loop. Let's say you have this take, right, and you have to return the new sentence. Okay, so this string, you know, of course you have to convert to array, then get each word and then keep it whatever is small, and then make it or convert one to the capital, right? Like take the first one, you make it small, second one capital. So what will be the idea, right, behind this? So let's say in the array, right, index 0 you will get this, and index 1 you will get this, right? So 0 index I have to keep it small letter. So let me think, right? 0 index, because that's the only thing I can do. So 0 index mod 2, right, equal to 0, true. So can I maybe write the if condition, right? If I have true, then I'm gonna keep it small letter, right? And when I have a false, for example, let's go back here, right? If I have 1, that will be false. So when I get false in the if block, then I'm gonna make it capital letter, okay? So that will give me the alternate, like one time odd, even, odd, even, odd, even, right? And I keep changing based on that condition. That is the one idea. I mean, that's the only thing I know, right, for now, okay? That's how you're gonna work alternatively, right, and do something there. So this is the logic you have to mainly remember or understand, okay? That's the rest you know already, right, what to do. So let's write a function and continue with our alternate caps equal to function, right? And you're gonna get sentence. So I have to return all this, right? How, if I can convert this to array, that is one thing. And then I have to store each word again, right, somewhere, okay? So it's difficult to like keep adding to the sentence, right, like to the string. Better, why not store it in the array? It's easy, like push each word, right, after completion of converting to capital or keep it small, right? So let's do that. So we have to make it in 0 index, we have to make it a small letter, and in the 1 index we have to make it capital letter, right? And then push it to the new array. So let new array or new sentence, right? Let's call it new array equal to empty, or our answer array, right? Here we're gonna store it, okay? Let array. Now I will convert this sentence to array by splitting, okay? And next, to get each word, for loop, right? Less than what is that, array dot length. Okay, once we finish with that, we're gonna get the word here stored in a variable easily, right? So I have right now tech. What I'm gonna do with this word, that will be the first one, 0 index. I need to keep it small letter, right? So if, and 0 mod 2, right? When you do I, that is 0 mod 2 is equal to 0. That is true now. So that is even, right? Even, okay? So that's why I'm gonna call my new array, right? And push it. But push it how? Making small letter, right? So that is word, right? Word dot to lowercase, like that. So you convert your tech to small. It's small letter, but still we have to apply this to lowercase formula. Why? In what? See, THD, right? Look at here. So make sure everything will become a small letter in the even kind of thing, right? Like yeah. So we get that done, lowercase is done. But what if false? Let's say you have 1 index and we saw that it will be false here, so that is else. Now jump to else. If is false, then you will jump to else and do the same thing again. New array dot push, but this time you make it capital letter, uppercase. That's it. So it will be between 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? You're gonna get odd, even. So when true, do this. When false, do this. And after for loop, you're gonna return your new array. But if I just return new array, what I will get right now? I'm just gonna get array, right? See, I get array. Look at here. Take is small, them is capital, two is small, school is capital. And what has converted to small, did capital, you can see now, right? Perfectly fine. But I have to return the sentence. So array dot join split is make string to array, and join will make array to string, and you just have to provide the space between. And now run the code and you get the answer, right? Okay, so let's check the next one. Yeah, so number range, right? So you have mean, max, step. Yeah, let's look at. Write a function number range. So you have the first parameter mean, then maximum, then step, right? That's the 5 step, okay? That accept 3 number as argument, mean, max, and step. The function should return all number between mean, max, between mean and max, between, right? You don't include mean and max, okay? This says between. At interval, at step interval, means step is, let's say 5, right? So between 10 and 40, the first step will be between mean and max. It says inclusive. Okay, it says inclusive here, right? Yeah, here. So mean and max are inclusive. Mean and max are inclusive means you can count mean and max, right? Also, you start from 10, then the interval by adding the step 5, right? Next will be 15, next will be 20, 25, 30, 35, then 40, right? Okay, so we have to run the loop starting initial value I equal to 10, and you can go up to 40, right? And in the loop, in the every circle, you just keep adding 5 to your index. So 10 plus 5 will be 15, and you have to return the new array, right? So yeah, okay, let's do this. That should be easy enough to understand now. So you have mean, max, and step. So I gonna need the new array. Let's call it new array, right? Like that. And I need to write a for loop. So it will start from let I equal to mean. You cannot put 10 here, okay? Don't do that. Sometimes we just put 10, right? It's for the one value. Mean you don't know. In different function call, your minimum value is different, okay? So call the variable. That's the reason for variable, right? And if I is less than equal to, okay, max, because we're gonna count max also, right? And I plus plus, you're gonna do I plus plus means increase I by 1, right? But why not we do I plus equal to 5? See, very simple here. So my I will be start with 10. Let's see what gonna happen, right? I is 10. I'm gonna push that I to the new array. Now I plus 5. Now I become 15. I'm gonna push that I again. Then I become 20. So that is simple solution. You just increase here the I value, right? Because if you do plus plus, you're gonna increase by 1, and then you have to check. I mean, this is difficult, right? You cannot do that. Just do it increase by 5 in one time, right? or not 5 but the step. Okay, step. What is that? STEP, right? STE. Okay, we have to use the variable here. Step. Okay, you increase the value of I by step, right? Now I mean I less than equal to max, I plus equal to step. Fine. So you just have to push that number to the new array. Push it here, right? The I value. Yes, that is done. I mean, and you return the new array. Let's check this. And you get the point here, right? So you have 14, 24, 3. So 14 plus 3 will be 17, then 20, 23. Right? So sometimes like in this case you get the max value also, right? But sometimes you don't get. So that's why between mean and max, and if they are inclusive, right, that is okay. All right, so that is done. Let's check the next one. Remove the sort word, right? Remove the sort word. Okay, here. So again, if you look at this is a sentence, and I have to look for each word. That means step 1, convert to the new array by splitting the sentence. Step 2, loop through that new array, right? Get each word and check. Now the condition says return the new sentence where all the words shorter than 4 characters are removed. So we're going to only keep the word longer than 4, right? Longer than 4 characters. Again, when you getting something from the sentence and later you're going to make new sentence, better to store in the array, right? So let's do that. Just remove word equal to function. You're going to get sentence as argument. So let new array, right? This will be our answer array. Now let array equal to sentence dot split, split, make it space here, okay? And then you have to write for loop, right? Let I equal to 0, because I'm looping through now array, okay? So index start from 0, and array dot length I plus plus. Good. Now right, I can get each word. Let's call it word equal to array square bracket I stored in the word, right, variable. Next is I'll check if that word length is, if a new sentence where all the words shorter than 4 characters are removed. So I can say, right, if the word shorter than 4 characters, so I have to keep the 4 character also, right? Like I can remove this on the u, right? Okay, so I'll say word dot length is greater or equal to 4, then we're gonna keep that. So if this word length is greater or equal to 4, then only we're gonna push that word to the new array, right? So I'm gonna push that word, new array dot push word, this new array dot push word, right? And yeah, and after the for loop you will return a new array, okay? But make it sentence, so join and put the space, right? F5. Let's check now, and you see that knock door will is remaining terrible plan faster that, right? You get the idea. So you have to read the question one time, two time loudly, try to write down maybe the solution in your book, the idea, a general idea, and then solve it. So you have to practice couple of times, because in the beginning it's difficult to think, right? So common element, okay, we have here already common element. uh, Common element, right? Write a function common element that accepts two array as argument. The function should return, right, a new array containing the element that are found in both of the input array. Okay, the order of the element in the output array does not matter as long as the function return the correct element, right? Okay, so basically what it's saying, right, you know you have to check if like a in array 1 present also in array 2, right? If that is true, then keep it separately, I mean skip that one. B, you found B, right? C you do not find here, D you do not find here. Okay, so whatever you found in one, in both, only keep that, those one. Okay, so and return that. So let common element equal to function, and I will call it array maybe 1 and array 2, right? Let's call that. This is variable for the function, so it does not matter, right? So you know, either you can loop through one of these or maybe this, that is okay, right? What I will do, I'll just loop the array 1. So let's do that. And also I'm gonna need the new array, right? So let answer array, okay, new array is empty right now, empty. Now for loop, let I equal to 0 and I less than arr1 dot length. I'm just gonna loop through this first array, right, and I plus plus. By doing this, right, I can access each element now. So let's call it let element, right, equal to array 1 square bracket I, because I'm looping through the array 1, so I must get element from the same array. Good. Now it's time to check if array 2 dot includes, we know that, right, inclu includes this element. If that is true, then only we gonna store that in new array, right? So new array dot push the element, right, element. Good. And finally you're gonna return that, right, return this new array. Okay, return that. So let's check if this works. And we got A, B and 4, 7, right? See the include, what happens in what include does, right? You know, like let's say you have this small array or maybe even a string, okay, 45, 46, right? And dot includes, correct? And see, you're gonna get true or false. So if I pass 45, it's there, I get true. If I pass 10, it's not there, false, right? So that's the situation here. You know, I get this element from the array 1, A, right? And I'm checking if this array 2 includes A, this element. And you know, the element has what? The first element right now, A. That will give me the true condition. When if is true, you will go inside and then push that to the new array and return it. Done. So that is all we have to do, right, guys? So I think we're done with the array also. Tomorrow is what, Friday. Okay, so let me stop recording here. Thank you very much.